Hello everyone and welcome back to Starbright Productions here on YouTube. Today we have another update on the recovery efforts after the devastating Category 4 Hurricane Ian that slammed into Florida on September 28th of this year, 2 weeks ago today. Several bridges were washed away by the sea, stranding many of the residents on the barrier islands of Florida. These people are still without power or basic services in many cases. Our very own producer, Danny Holt's brother Robert, and his family were among those stranded on the Pine Island. The United States government promised to send their Federal Emergency Management Association, also known as FEMA, to help in the recovery efforts. So far, little help has been seen from them, as reported by Amy Wegman from WFTX TV Channel 4, serving Fort Myers and Naples, Florida. Let's see what Amy has for us.
Well, we have been hearing from people on Matlacha and Pine Island frustrated. They're not seeing a larger presence, if any presence at all, from FEMA.
That's why Fox 4 Morning News anchor Amy Wegman went to work yesterday trying to find some answers. She's back at it this morning. She is live on Pine Island right now. And Amy, I know you went there trying to get some answers, but they're not easy to come by right now.
No, they are definitely not easy to come by. Just today, I kind of feel what some of the residents here on Matlacha and Pine Island are going through. I was told that FEMA is here and setting up at Matlacha Park. That's where I am right now. We came off of Pine Island. You can see there are showers. I can see where people can come and take a shower. But we, my photographer and I, Kevin, did a lap around this park too, in fact, looking for anyone setting up from the federal government, anyone who can give us answers for these residents. I haven't been able to find anyone. So you can see there's plenty of space for them to set up. I'm still working to get answers, and we want you guys to continue to send us your stories. We were telling you earlier, I want to show you some pictures Julia sent us. She is an amazing woman, and she was going around the area trying to help people. And she dropped off a generator to a gentleman named Johnny. And Johnny lives by himself. He's a 74-year-old man, and he does not have insurance. So he lost everything. He has applied for FEMA. He's been trying to get with them so that he can move forward and kind of take the next step. So she dropped off a generator to him so that he can at least be comfortable. Johnny met me here. I'm going to sit with you, Johnny, at the park because he was hoping that FEMA would be here today. So tell me, I know you pretty much lost everything in the storm, right?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
You filed for help with FEMA online, and have you heard from them?
No, I haven't. When I filed, they said that you'd hear from somebody within 3 days or something. You get a phone call, but haven't heard anything, not yet anyway.
And nobody stopped by your house? They say they're going door to door?
No, and I've been living in the house, so I know nobody stopped by, and I wasn't home because I've been living there.
Talk to me about, you don't have insurance. What happened to your house? Is it livable? Did you lose everything?
Well, it's not livable, but I'm living in it because there's no place else to go.
Did it flood? I'm sorry.
No.
It's okay. We're gonna get you help. I promise.
I had 3 inches of mud in it. Lanai's gone. Stove, refrigerator, washer, dryer, everything.
So you just want someone to talk to, and from FEMA?
Well, I mean, I'd like to have some help.
I promise. I'm going to help you get the help you need and get you in contact with the people who can help you so you don't feel like you're alone. And we know a lot of people on Matlacha and Pine Island feel this way, like there's no one to talk to. I'm told that FEMA will be setting up in this park so you guys can register. I know you already did that, but I'm going to be on the phone until I get an answer. I promise you that. And that's for all of the residents of Pine Island. Give me a hug. I know this is such a difficult time. We got you though, okay?
Thank you very much.
You stay there. I'm going to come chat with you in a minute. But again, we're here at Matlacha Park waiting for FEMA. I'm going to make some more phone calls. I mean, it's very frustrating to not be able to get answers. Again, the fire chief and the crews at the fire district told me that they were expecting FEMA to come up here, but we're not seeing anyone. You can see it's an empty park. So I'm going to get back to work and see if I can get some more answers. Live at Matlacha, Amy Wegman, Fox 4.
We have been hearing from people on Matlacha and Pine Island who've been saying they're frustrated they're not seeing more of a FEMA presence there.
Let's bring in Fox 4 Morning News anchor Amy Wegman. She has been searching for a couple of days now to get some answers. And Amy, your hard work is paying off.
Yeah, we're able to get some answers for folks like Johnny, who we introduced you to earlier this morning. We're on his street right now, and you can just see house after house. I mean, look at these piles of debris. It's easy to see the water pretty much came up into these homes. We're on Bayshore in Matlacha. Same case for Pine Island, and just destroyed everything. They had to rip out the drywall. I mean, full doors have to be replaced. You see bed frames, luggage, you name it, a lot of personal belongings. And I know this is the case for a lot of communities across Southwest Florida, but people on Pine Island, people in have been specifically reaching out to me and saying, we need help. People like Johnny, I want to show you his house right here. We've been talking with him all morning. He doesn't have insurance, so he relies heavily on FEMA to move forward in this process. Now, he did apply online, but so far he says he hasn't heard back yet. I got on the phone with FEMA and they said, if you have made a claim online, if you have called them and you have not heard back from them within 72 hours, call back, because you're going to want to do that. They are planning on bringing people in to set up a stationary location where you can go on Matlacha or Pine Island by the end of the week. So we obviously will monitor that, folks coming through. But, you know, one thing that's very clear when I talk to the folks here is that the response from the first responders, the Matlacha Pine Island Fire Control District, has been unbelievable. They're checking on the residents. They're bringing them water, making sure they have cleaning supplies. And the chief, I was able to talk with him earlier this morning. He wants everyone to know that he's here for you. He'll help with all kinds of things. Take a listen.
There's help for them.
FEMA's there.
FEMA's there. FEMA's at Matlacha Park. And if the community needs anything else, helping move stuff, topping the roofs, just anything, water, food, just get with us. The fire department is here for them.
So do they need to physically come here? Is there a number they can call?
Right now we don't have phones, so if they could come to Station 1 or any of our stations, we're available. We're here.
You said FEMA, as far as you know, just set up in Matlacha Park yesterday.
Correct.
So if people need assistance starting to file stuff, they can go out there?
That's my understanding, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Any other messages you want? I know power is supposed to come back on in the next couple days.
So yeah, power is supposed to come on the next couple of days. They're working on the main line, so make sure you take all your turn all your breakers off. That's very important, so we don't have accidental fires.
Yeah, because they don't want you guys to have power turned on and then have a fire. Now, I just got off the phone with a FEMA representative. I want to update you on what the fire chief said. FEMA was at Matlacha Park for registrations, but that has changed. They are not there any longer. And that is why I was on the phone, because I couldn't hunt anyone down today to get people help face to face. I am told, again, they are not at Matlacha Park right now, but they will have a crew they are expecting on island by the end of the week. I, of course, will follow up and make sure. Now, I want to give you the contact information. We're going to put this up on your screen. If you haven't made a claim with FEMA yet, if you don't have insurance, even if you do, if it's not going to be covered by your insurance, these are the places you can go. Disasterassistance.gov is the website. You can always download the FEMA app as well, or the number you're going to want to call is 1-800-621-3362. And again, if you've already filed and you haven't heard from them, call back, follow up, or email us at Fox 4. It's news@fox4now.com, and we will make sure to help you if we can. Now, there are also 2 disaster recovery centers. They're not going to put one on Pine Island or Matlacha, according to the FEMA representative I spoke with. He says you do need to go to either the location in downtown Fort Myers. It's on Victoria Avenue. That is the one he says that doesn't have as long of a line. There's another location, Lakes Park Regional Library, which is off Gladiolus and Bass in Fort Myers. That one is the much busier location, but that's A to Z. If you go there, they're going to help you with everything face-to-face, water, food, filing insurance claims, getting FEMA help. But again, not on island. You're going to have to get there somewhere yourself. Letran is running if you need to get there and you don't have a car, or maybe someone could drive you. But that's the latest from the FEMA folks. There is a lot of help out there. That's just the message we're hearing today. So we're going to continue hanging out and talking to people here on island and getting their stories for you. So you can watch it tonight on Fox 4 News at 5. But live on Matlacha, Amy Wegman, Fox 4.
Amy, quick question for you. I know you've been busy this morning on the phone a lot and traveling all over Matlacha and Pine Island, but I remember when we were tracking this storm and watching it come in, and we watched the way Ian came into our area and hit our area, and one of the things that we talked about was Pine Island looks like it's going to have a lot of damage. Now that you've been able to see a little bit more of that area, how would you describe the damage? How bad is it?
It's bad. It's really bad. I grew up, in the Cape Coral area, so Pine Island and seeing it in pictures, video doesn't do it justice. When you look at these homes, I mean, this man literally has had to gut everything. That's because water came in and it was several feet up. And same with Johnny. But even when you just drive through Matlacha and you see buildings barely hanging on by a thread, or, I was walking along Matlacha and I found the most random things, like a bucket of maraschino cherries and a personal picture of someone. Pieces of personal items from businesses are scattered all over the place, and you really can't digest it until you see it in person. It's going to be a long road for recovery, that is for sure, but the message this morning is the help is here.
Reporting out there, Amy, thank you very much. Matlacha is a beautiful place. It is a unique place. It is heartbreaking to see what it is right now. Well, the Department of Transportation says repairs to what you see here, the Sanibel Causeway, are on schedule, and the road should be open again by the end of the month. FDOT says its biggest focus right now is the road that leads to the bridge because the hurricane washed that away. FDOT says the actual bridge structure was inspected and it is safe. The department says once first responders finish their recovery work, they will begin long-term repairs to the causeway.